Restrictions apply, but only 18 are chosen.
Damn ad. Well, let's start a conversation around here. As a Kaldia technical advisor, there are indeed some things I can and cannot miss. Was it? Is there a problem with my off-mode appearance changing too much? No, there is a reason for that. You know when you skip your education class and sneak out to play in the ocean with everyone else in the town. If you don't at least change your hair color, it'll be obvious from above and you will be spotted immediately. I'm not talking about that, no. If you're talking about the fact there was a good reason for the change in appearance, then it's relevant. I got used to it before I knew it though. I'm talking about you, Columbus. What about me? Hi, Simon. Oh sure, the clothes has changed in this singularity. I told you first. I don't know the reason for it, and I'm sure it's common for people to look just different. In the summer and at Christmas, time people take on all sorts of different appearance, don't they? I don't expect you to care that much. I'm saying this because I'm starting to feel like that's not enough. Kaoshi matches in the guard position. In the river battle with Blackbeard and his men, you generated a lot of silver coins. Well, otherwise we wouldn't have won, would we? Yes, thanks about that. But as one would expect, that was not the level of materialization of apprehension tied to a spiritual base, or anything like that. It was too much too natural. That's a phenomenon that I think is analogous to your skills as a heroic spirit. But Columbus of Kaldia has no such data. So I ask, who are you? Oh come on, how many times have I told you? You can check it out over there that I'm not. I'm sure it's Columbus, the spirit pattern can certainly be observed that way. The problem is that from here we can't check the details, the fluctuating or almost like a black box. I'm saying is that it's Columbus and something else in the mix at the same time. Oh whoa, that's an interesting story. If so, you have been plotting against me all along. I'm not sure what's going on here, but are you in a bad situation? That's the situation we are trying to discern. What do you think, Columbus? It would be helpful if you could speak voluntarily if you have any idea what is going on. Oh dear, I don't know what to do. It should be by now, so I knew it was only a matter of time. And the shaking. Suddenly the boat is speeding up. Do you get there? Great big hole, this is the destination. A river of chocolate flows into the hole with great force. South is supplied with chocolate and rocks. You will drag the whole ship down with you. I'm stopping it, but it seems to be moving forward on its own. Santa Maria drop anchor. The boat stopped. But the river of chocolate seems to keep flowing into that hole on its own. What the hell was that? If you made it here in one piece, there is no need to hide anymore. I'll tell you that was. It's a hole that leads to the underworld. Or more precisely, the place that is about to become the underworld. Mourning its meaning without being passed on. I.e. the destination of the dead chocolate. It ain't the underworld itself, not yet anyway. With that in mind, you know what this river of chocolate means, don't you? A river that leads to the underworld. The underworld river, huh? Exactly, the concept of a river flowing into the underworld. It is a mixture of those in various myths that have taken shape. I'm sure you've seen something familiar to you in the Orient. It's called the Sanzu River. No wait, that was a demon from the Sanzu River. Is that the stone around at Sai no Kara? I see, that makes sense. How do you know that? And let me ask you again. We want to bring you here, of course. Whatever the case, we had to get to this point. We couldn't let River stop halfway. It's like I said in the beginning, I'll lie if that's what it takes to get the ship to its destination. Columbus, you're not... Your guess is as good as mine. I'm a cadet Columbus, sure, but that's ain't all I am. I was the main guy on this boat. I was the main guy who was allowed to board Columbus' spiritual base between us. I think I already told you the answer to your question, but do you need to identify yourself? If it's anything close to the original concept, it's not just the Sanze River. It would simultaneously have meaning underworld within other mythology such as European, Indian, Egyptian. There is such a river. There is such a netherworld. There is such a boat. Then I don't think so. Well, let's just say. My name here is Karen. I'm the one who roused the boat on the Underworld River. Callan, the ferryman of the Underworld. The bearded uncle. Some of you aren't surprised, maybe a little bit. Because... not a single funny face this time. Besides, there were other things that bothered me. Trust me, I'm here to get this boat where it needs to go. I'm not a hero, I'm just a sailor. I'm just trying to get the ship where it needs to go. You say like it's a place you want to go. Huh, I see, my landlord Columbus is laughing at me too. Surprisingly sharp, ain't it? In Greek mythology, a ferryman of the underworld lives in Styx, or Anchor of the underworld. As Karen, he's the son of Eros, the god of darkness, and Nyx, the god of night, so well, he must be a god. They were the one who were responsible for sending the dead to the underworld with silver coins as their wage, right? I see, that's where the silver coins came from when Blackbeard and his friends were there. As for his appearance, there's a tradition that he is an old man with red eyes and a long beard, something like that, I see. I think there was some talk like you were wearing rags, but on the contrary, you were wearing nice clothes. Clothes are when you're board the spirit group between. Columbus asked me if I was going to get on my ship in such a shambles. I had no choice, so I was sent on a little errand. They took the coins, but that's what merchants do. It's called a fair trade. I don't care about your clothes. So what? Thou hast deceived the name and led us here, for what purpose? What do you mean? I want you guys to crush this hole in the underworld. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I'm in the client, if you will. Perhaps the core of the singularity is the soul, the entrance to a newly emerging underworld, which can't be reached without riding the underworld river of chocolate. I like to see it destroyed. The interests are aligned, aren't they? That may be true. I have to admit that it's too sudden for me to catch up with my understanding. If you're a ferryman of the underworld, wouldn't it be a bad idea to destroy the underworld? No, I don't think so. The concept of the underworld, based on the concept of dead chocolate, is not a correct one indeed. As a ferryman, can't lead the dead to the wrong underworld. You guys are not dead, so no problem. But we'll take what we're paid for bringing it on board. I won't say 1 Ouroboros silver coins. The price is a hole in this netherworld, please. Eventually, what do you think? Yeah, perhaps, but there is a chalice response in that hole. It attracts the notion of dead chocolate and is about to become a new underworld. There's no intervention of anyone's will. It was more like a natural disaster. I guess that's what this singularity is all about. Eliminating singularities is what we ordered. I think it's safe to say that Kieran and I are in agreement on our objectives. Why didn't you tell us from the beginning? They could not prove that hole actually existed, nor did they have the answer to where it was located. This chocolate river must have the attributes of a dark river. I sensed though a new underworld was being created where it was going. I didn't know where it actually was until I got there. And I've been suspicious why from the beginning. Even if I only told you what I knew at this point, I didn't have an answer. The part you were more concerned about. But easily imagine that if I spoke first, they would only suspect me more. It's a waste of time to say or do something poorly, and it arose even more suspicion, isn't it? This stagnant river filled with air, with the smell of death mixed with the smell of chocolate. I knew that if I left it alone, the world would get even weirder. Whether it's a symptomatic treatment or a fundamental solution. At any rate, the only thing he was sure was that he needed to hurry up and get on the river rather than explain. I thought from the beginning that we would talk when we get there. Yeah, I don't think I'm lying. It's just a hunch. Hey, can I ask you one more question while I'm at it? This river is supposed to be the river where you can meet someone you want to meet. Why? Yes, it is. I don't even know why it's necessary to attribute anyone to the river in the first place. Why not? Yeah, I simply lied about that too, man. It's not the attribute that is necessary to advance the river, but the human desire that guides the river. It's just that it would result in an attribute being transferred to the river. The thought that there is someone you want to meet, that is what moves the river forward. I try to create a network though by tying the chalice to the concept of dead chocolate. That alone was not enough to make progress. In fact, it was stagnant. Therefore, it's necessary to give the feelings that people have a stronger driving force to the chocolate. So the best match for chocolate that was not given to me is the desire to see someone. I guess that's what happened. I think the residents read that route and said, in fact, it's not a mistake. There are dead people in the underworld, and everyone dies. In other words, the underworld is a place where if you ignore the timeline, you can always meet someone you want to meet. Was it true that the river of chocolate led to such a place? I see, that's what it means, I see. Looks sad though. If that hole is ever completed and becomes a new underworld, I'm sure it's true what will be. If it is the underworld completed by the river where you can meet someone you want to meet pouring in. It would be not surprising if it actually took on that quality. It's an outbreak of the underworld where you can meet someone you want to meet. So what are you trying to do in the end? Well, you know, you had to close it. If we don't do something about it, that hole, the singular won't go away, of course, right? Hey, I thought you wanted to see your boyfriend. I miss him. I'm sure that is true, but I can see that hesitating here is indeed not the way to go. I'm here to help someone, to be that kind of hero. Thank you. You said it's not something you should be thanking for me. Tosin. Alright, then let's come up with a concentrate strategy. The search results showing that the configuration in the hole is almost like a different space. It turned out to be a physical hole as well, in case you were wondering. You can think of the interior as a very steep chocolate waterfall, and there's a child's response a few dozen meters below the surface. Is it possible to salvage from that ground? From here, we cannot determine the three-dimensional coordinates and can only approximate the location. It seems to be a bit impossible. In other words, first someone actually needs to go down into the hole. Yes, I'll do it. Are you sure? We'll be honest, you're the only one who seems to be able to carry it with the current equipment. And I think you're on a kiosk. You can stay on top of a cascading chocolate stream without falling off. I think I can climb the waterfall if I use full power, so I can come back. You must be confident, daughter. Of course, leave it to me. It's dangerous. In fact, I feel like it's the only hand we have. And we cover the child's inside, that is fine. Even if it's possible we can get them to shoot an anchor into a child's location, we can make the next maneuver. Can I ask you for a favor? I'm sorry I can't help you, but please at least take your communicator with you. I have experience in following up with air traffic controllers, so I maybe help you in some way. Okay, thanks. Any needs from the master? Oh, then I just want to say a few words. Absolutely come back. I wonder if you saw something, if the line is connected, even if only temporary, that could happen. Anyway, no. Even then, I didn't intend to die, that's true. I don't know if you believe me. I wanted to fight. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Final confirmation again. It's the first phase of the investigation, no pressure. If you're in any danger, you can come back to us right away, and we'll be fine. Okay. Light. But no matter what happens, it is not who I would die. What I can do is when the time comes. The least I can do is throw poison in you so that you will not suffer. You may go in peace, my daughter. You're still the same as Empress. Maybe I'm still a little different from your mother. Anyway, I'll be off then. Yes, I am. Take care. Kids up. Let's go. I'm on the Ketis and moving forward on the Choco Ripper. Almost reached the hole. Copy that. Proceed with the utmost caution. Okay, I'm here. Now here we go. Just go down slowly so you don't get swept away by the waterfall. I count on you, girl. Are you alright, Andromeda? Is your communicator working? Yeah, sensitivity is good. What are the surroundings like? Anyway, it's dark and all I can smell is chocolate. It's like I'm chocolate. Okay, I guess my eyes are starting to get used to it a little bit. I went in the general direction of the chalice that I've been told about. I'm not sure if it's floating in the air or buried in chocolate, but if you go there, you'll manage. What is wrong? I don't know. It's like my vision is strange, well I can't see much. It's like the flow of chocolate waterfall around me was something strange. What is this? The chocolate's moving. Kia! Andromeda. Something's up, it seems. Apparently so is this one. Like a living thing. They must have sensed that we were trying to block it. The power of the chalice interfered even more strongly with the chocolate that flowed in there. I'm using it as a limb. I guess that's what it's like. I mean, that was the will of the big hole. Self-preservation instincts, you see. I'm surprised that there is one in the hole, but if the Holy Grail is involved, no wonder. Damn it. I'm just trying to keep this boat from capsizing. You guys are... The big hole will attack you by manipulating the chocolate master. Intercept it at all costs. And moon cancer. It's like a tidal wave. Very tanky. Hey, I'm still a little out of depths here, but what's going on over there? I managed to take care of your breath, but I still can't let my guard down. I'm not sure. Yeah, what's the status of my daughter? I've been calling out to her for a while, but she's not responding. If the defense reaction is happening on the outside, it must be bad on the inside too. Andromeda. Suddenly I felt a darkness stirring. It was the next moment. Sweet heavy comatose, something was covering me from all around. I swallowed headfirst, helpless to do anything about it. So now, sweet heavy comatose, it is as if you have become one yourself. I can't move a finger, no I don't even know if I'm moving them. I don't know if I'm opening my eyes, I don't even know if I am breathing. I was just very sleepy. Because the sweet coma weight was warm and enveloped all of me. Specific fadage, vacillation, fear, assumptions, misunderstanding, desires, and much more. It was a very irresistible too sweet weight. Whether in reality or not, the eyelids of the conscious started closing. What I remember were the words. A river where you can meet someone you want to meet. A world where you can meet someone you want to meet. Oh then if I sleep here, I can see him. I miss you. Because I wanted to be a hero. They were very human, they laughed and they cried. They rejected, voiced. They were jealous. They were conceited. There were people everywhere. Because of that, everyone in the country I love was in trouble. It was like the country was going to disappear. So I thought to myself, quite naturally, I must do something about it. Because I was their child, I had that responsibility. So there were not many possible moves. All I could do was come up with this. I pretend there was an oracle. Give me the monster. There's no guarantee that it will work. I knew I would probably die, but it's different than going to die. I just think that if you're a hero, as the story goes, that's probably what you would have done. I was going to fight the monster. Pretending to be tied to a rock. He strikes back at the monster that approached him with a drinking mouth and defeats it. I don't remember exactly, but I think it was a dagger that he was hiding, or maybe a needle with poison on it. Perhaps it was a sharp stone that fell around because I couldn't get any. Anyway, I thought, let's fight. And if I can fight like a hero and beat them, that's fine, and if I can't beat it, if it eats me. After that, all the surviving parents have to say this. Oh god, great Poseidon, beautiful, there it is. We have made an unforgivable mistake and we have offered our daughter to atone for it. Please calm our anger. I thought it was a great idea that could work out either way. And so I struggled to hide my shaky hands and spread my rickety waist with a chain. If you believe that your blurred vision is caused by the splash of waves, and you wait impatiently for the monster to come to you. Oh my. Thanks for the real hero who came down from the sky, we were easily saved. That was the first and the last time I had ever known a real hero. That is when I learned about heroes. In some ways, perhaps I was too lucky. I was the first to touch the extremity of heroism, and I stayed there until the end. Yes, so, if I dared use shocking language to say it, it came down from the sky, saved me at that very moment. I wanted to be a hero, but I died. Oh, the drowsiness is getting stronger. An unbearable feeling of emptiness is riding on my shoulders. Nothing I can't do. Maybe it's okay, even though I think here like this. Because it's true that I want to see him. And it's impossible anyway. I'm just a sacrificial maiden, after all. We're just there to help. No one will complain if you give up, if you don't try. Yes, I'm sure you're right. So sorry. I just need to get some sleep. But there's something stuck in the corner of my head. What was it? No, still unresponsive. She may be losing consciousness. Damn it, it's not mine, but I'm going to let my boat capsize. It's a good laugh when the ferryman turns the boat upside down. This one can still endure for a while. Keep calling out Master Da Vinci. Andromeda, I hear you. Though I can still stand it now, but I can't stay that way forever. Let's think of some moves. Damn, it look difficult. Then let me give you a helping hand. I know what I have to do. I know what the best and only option is here. Oh, please tell me, Semiramis, please. Very well, listen with an open mind. How about giving up on the rescue? But there's something stuck in the corner of my head. What was it? Bitterness. Bitterness. Without doubt, they were happy days. I love him. A lot of children with him whom I love. No lie, sweet happiness. I think he felt the same thing. But there was also a slight bitterness to it. In his smile, in his sleeping face, in his profile looking into the distance. It is so trivial, and surely something that only I have, who have been next to him all my life, would have noticed it. It is something that only someone who lives his life with him would be able to notice. Very mournful, empty, cold, and not just in the sense of the world. I've always wondered what the meaning of that look was, and I suddenly felt like I could only see it for a moment in time. I couldn't tell, but I could sort of sense the direction. Maybe it's because he's a real hero, because he is the one and only, the great hero loved by God. So that's why something. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe there's no such thing. But only that I thought I had always been curious about it. I still don't know the answer. But I get it a tingle every time I think about what that look on his face was. My former did self. I was the one who couldn't be a hero. It's not that I couldn't forgive him for the ways things ended. That's not true at all. I'm really glad you helped me, and I know how much of a difference it makes. I just couldn't understand it, and I was sad. I love you with all my heart. It's because I have made a place for myself next to him as a non-hero, that they're not qualified to understand it. Hey Pierces, if only I had the chance, I wish I could be a hero too. Can I ask you something? That you probably don't even need to ask. I was just a sacrificial maiden who was saved by you, but I became a hero. I wish you could see what it's like. I'm sure you'll laugh. So I hope that lightens the weight on your shoulders as that hero. I hope the bitterness I kept feeling as a hero will fade. Even if it wasn't possible with just one person. If there were two of us, it might be different, right? Yeah, so you know so. I'll stop wondering if I see you if I sleep here. There's no meaning to it, it's just going to be repetitive. I want to meet you as the new me, the heroic me. Give up helping someone, give up being a hero once more. I just went along with the flow. How was I supposed to meet him with my chest out? Open your eyes, clench your fists, remember that unforgivable bitterness. I'm not going to let myself be defeated in a place like this. I mean, really bitter. What is this? Oh, you're awake. I'm glad you got it. Well, Empress, what do you mean you got it? I told you, didn't I? That when push comes to shove, I throw poison in your face. Oh no, no way. That's right, the poison from which the magical ones suffer was poured into the river of chocolate. It was very easy because it flowed into the hole on its own, but there was no need to set a target. Oh, my tongue is bitter and my skin is tingling. Oh my god. I mean, it's because I fell asleep. Shock therapy, you mean? Well, maybe so. Maybe he was trying to put an end to your disappearance, as the saying goes. I had at least adjusted chocolate to work better than the little servant, be thankful. Okay, that's enough of the soon exchange. I see that you and Andromeda have been able to establish communication. Are you safe? Yeah, somehow. Thank god. Is poison still being flushed? I'm getting mushy and I want to stop. Okay, but the resistance of the hole is slightly weakened by this poison. The chocolate connected to chalice is also magical. If you stop the poison, it will be active again. That doesn't change the fact that that is where they are. You're still in the land of the dead. Is there anything we can do to help? Come to think of it, the light I just saw, what was it? Light? Like the Holy Grail? No, it's not quite like that. It's kind of warm, encouraging light. What that? From inside my clothes? Why? This. This is chocolate. Everyone I have met on this river is so far chocolate. Why is it glowing? Oh, somehow I think I got it. Because they are alive. All those people never gave up on their feelings. Is everyone the same? By any chance, is there anyone who is the same? If you're here, you know it's okay, don't be scared. This is a symbol of chocolate that hasn't been given yet, but I haven't given up on it. That's what it is. This warm glow, perhaps primed by. I knew it. I knew it. It was sad that I couldn't give it to you, and it might be painful. Like I was dying, but... You're not dead. Yes, that is right. If you're not dead, you don't have to go to the underworld. Let's go where you want to go. Let's go to a place where there is someone we want to meet. I know what I have to do. Can I ask you to get ready? Prepare for what? I'm going to take all the chocolate out of this place now. There may be a chalice that is attached to it. I must work together to retrieve them. Chocolate, you can do that. It is okay. Above all, even everyone wants to get out. What's with this outfit? Is it me? You didn't even notice it yourself. I don't want you to be surprised before we are. Okay, it's more than that now. I'm pulling you along on the chain so fast, I'm sure you'll be out in a few minutes. Get ready. 10, no good boy. You've fallen once into a hole with properties of the underworld. Maybe you're just born into it. Is it something you can pull up on the leash? No, right? It was that little girl's river that brought us here. In this river, rocks were treated like chocolate. Well then. If it's rock, she can pull it out with her chain. Uh-oh, hang on. There, me. And Kid is sending your ground. I know that you don't want to give up on your streams. The ship anchor is tangled in our chain over here. You're pulling me up with you. Apparently my landlord liked it what she said. We'll pay for your casting and pulling out in silver coins. Columbus butts out as best as he can. The hole is also trying to make its last stand. Watch out. Nice to meet you both. It's Magic Your Light. I will do my best to support your operation. And let's be reserved for the future how the poison determines the chocolate worked. Where's BB? Oh, and Pure J is super effective against it.
我が愛しき命たち。
ノリノリだね。はい、桜ピー。泳ぎは得意なんだよ。アンドロメダ。負けないでして。グレートデビルの BB ちゃんは今日も可愛いのでした。
Resistance big hole disappeared. Please Andromeda. Kick. Yay, it's out. I think it's a very strong move, but anyway, it's good. I was right in predicting that if you let all the chocolate out, even shells connected to it would come out. There it is. Surrounding area and peeling away its influence on the world. Just collect it as it is and seal it up and you'll be fine. Mesiah, thank you. Copy that, Toe. Okay, collection complete. Well, should I give this to Mash-chan? Yes, I will keep it on my shield for safekeeping. Thank you very much. Now that the nucleus is out of the way, the underworld presence is slipping out of the hole. After a while, this hole will disappear or become another hole. But it's overflowing chocolate. If vectors supply somewhere further, but why? That's because you have a place to go. It's chocolate with a lot of thought put into it, isn't it? Okay, maybe it's not just about brute force. Inside the big hole was the Holy Grail, a wishing machine that grants unlimited wishes. And if Andromeda is connected to it, if it should be or want it to be, I'm sure there are even times when the direction is given to the chocolate around you. After all, the beginning was like a natural phenomenon. There's still a possibility of modifying that direction, create the chance, I guess. But if this is correct, I think the whole thing was unconscious along with her own surprising spiritual reincarnation. Hey Pierces. If I were a hero, if we had been next to each other in the form of heroes, did I share your heroic sorrow? Did I understand it? In a different way from what it used to be. A little more Kimi happiness and a little less of her pain. Could we have lived with him? I called out to him in my mind, but he didn't respond as he should have. So I chuckled and looked down at my body. I wonder if this is it. Is this me who become a hero? I don't know. But the only thing I'm sure of is that we're getting close. Let's just say that it's good enough for now. Apparently I'm not ready to see him now. I'll say again and again. I'll say again and again. Pierces, I miss you. Oh no, I'm back. Well, it can't be helped. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your hard work, too. I'm sure you've been through a lot. And I just want to thank you. Thank you. Because of you, maybe I'm one step closer to what I want to be. I don't know how far we are from the goal, but that's it. Just knowing that we can move in that direction, that it's okay to move on in that direction, is big harvest. I hope you get to be next to him. I'm sure you'd be happy too. I'm pretty much forgotten about it because of the connection. That's embarrassing. But well, okay, you're good. I completed my work, so it looks like I'm leaving you here this night. It's kind of like we're going to see each other again. That's right. I think we made enough of a connection this time around. Please come to your cafe next time you're in town. If you use cardiac seminar, you can swim in all kinds of ocean. Seriously, I'm looking forward to it. And speaking of harvest, I also got a personal harvest. Here's a tip for this year Valentine's Day chocolate. I guess it's that we will see more clearly in a little more time. Well, I don't know about you, but your eyes. Alyssa is also a thing, isn't she? A surprisingly good mouth, or coy banner and such. As you know, I'm still learning. Next time we meet, let's talk about those things together. I still want to learn more. Yes, by all means. Looks like I'm only this far along. As a ferryman, I feel like that I have fulfilled my minimum role. I got paid and the guys I was supposed to carry to where they were supposed to be carried. The landing sites that shouldn't have been there were destroyed so that they would never be washed ashore again. I guess Hades won't be complaining to me about this. I'm grateful. So yeah, I guess I would pay the change for the price. What? There was one time when another river hit us, but other than that, the boat ride was rather smooth, wasn't it? It's just that beside the patroness, there were others who have a strong desire to meet someone. Because they were throwing in rocks with matching attributes. In other words, the guy who was responsible for putting in the most rocks also had to have strong desire to meet someone. I was able to get up to speed, that is why. So after the missus who had the most opportunities to put rocks in the ground. We were more of a chocolate replenisher, so it was. Hey, what is it? What are you trying to say? I don't know. In other words, the engineer clearly has someone he wants to meet. I don't know if he ain't aware of it himself, or if he's just pretending to not to notice. Why don't you take the opportunity to be honest? That is the advice that pays for fishing. I have no idea who that is. Okay, this conversation is over. I said you were like my mother, but I guess I was wrong, Empress. I think you could be a little more confident and a little more honest. It's so beautiful. Need a refill or poison? When that makes sense, well maybe my landlord Columbus was the same way. It's because of those qualities. I was summoned to this place and there was room for a half-hearted being like me to negotiate and become possessed. Who would you like to meet, Columbus? Who is it? Is it your wife, son, or other family members, or perhaps friends who you have stayed with you? Well, ask me when I get a chance. Oops, I guess it's time for me to go. See ya. Favor of the underworld. You're always welcome to use it again. But don't forget to have your silver coins ready. Those who don't have silver coins will be put off for another 100 years. It's about time for me too. See you then. It was not easy for me to be involved in a silly love story until the very end. I must admit that the work is done thanks to your boorish work, but I don't approve of anything else. If you want to come to Chaldea, be prepared. If she appears before me again, next time I will do my best to educate her on attitude towards the Empress. They understand, Princess Andromeda, though. Hehe, he softened me. Andromeda and Kieran, it seems that you have left the building. Instead, he came back and said, "Phew, good grief. There you go, mastermind." Hey. Always different, right? It would have been a lot easier if you had told us what was going on from the beginning. But to interrupt, that front side of the spirit was Kieran, and therefore you could not move. In fact, you were right. This time it was like a brokerage business. In fact, it's not bad to earn a profit without working. That's a lot of rooting around and care and effort. Well, I'm glad I worked it out this time. Did you get a lot of silver from Karen? These were the use of spirit, the clothes, the boat. Sounds like a very lucrative business indeed. No, it's not just about the money, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm responsible, and part of me went along with that guy. What is responsibility? This started out as a river of dead chocolate, remember? I have a bitter history of wasting cacao I once found. I was excited to bring it home because it was treated so expensive here. I couldn't process it to suit the European palate. Anyway, it also means dead, right? I thought I might be responsible for creating a part of the river. But look, even the chocolate you thought was dead ain't dead. If you don't give up, your dreams will come true. It's not given that you wasted your time. Don't give up on your dreams, huh? In other words, if we make a profit from chocolate, even now, the cacaos of that time will be able to come back to life. Ha. Well, let's consider that my beard over here is back to normal. By the way, as Kieran said earlier, and I wasn't aware of that, I guess you could say that it's pretty clear. Who is it? Oh, if there's anyone wants to meet, it is, of course. God made my big dream come true. If you have the opportunity, please express your gratitude in person and offer your heartfelt prayers. Damn pity. I feel like I'm going to like it at the end. I'm not going to bail. Why not? Anyway, it's hard to painful to make dreams come true. But that's why it will be the most pleasant thing when you get it. It's not surprising though. So let's be brave and move on. It will be a shame to pretend you died without handing over the chocolate you went to trouble of preparing. If you don't give up, you'll get it someday. Well, it's not something I have to say it again, is it? No matter how understanding they may be seen, or how much they have given up, deep down I bet there are more people who don't want to give up. The chocolates that were not dead fly in the air. To go where I need to go, to meet someone you want to meet. Its brilliance is something sweet, sometimes bitter, protected by blood and courage. It may have originated with themselves, or it may have been the girl who laughed at them for wanting it to be so. But whatever it was, a wish. I don't want to disappear, I don't want to be crushed. I don't want to give up. Such is the form wish that everyone takes for granted. Above my head, sparkling was a river. That is surely the case, even if what we see here is gone. As long as human feelings continue to be born, they will never cease. we're done the event